Morning out there, sports lovers. This is the Dave C. Sports Show. We got our cup of coffee. If you're just waking up, if you're getting ready to go, if you watched Monday Night Football, if you watched wrestling last night, whatever your choice was, if you're getting ready to go to work, if you're getting ready to travel, uh, thanks for coming in and spending a little bit of time with us. As we do every show, we start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you'll join, uh, we'd really appreciate that. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, sports lovers. Hope you're all doing fine. Hey, we just want to remind you that every show we start off by honoring and saluting our service members, all of them, past, present, and future, for everything that they do, every sacrifice that they make. Also, those that made the ultimate sacrifice so that we could be free today. Uh, Also, our first responders, thanking each one of you during the holidays. You're 24/7 for us. Our police department, our fire department, our doctors, paramedics, and nurses. These folks are all our heroes, and we sincerely do appreciate them. Our book of the day today is Rowdy. That's the Rowdy Piper story. If you are familiar with the Rowdy one, and even if you're not, you'll sincerely enjoy this book. Uh, it's a biography. It's by Ariel T.O. Toombs and Colts Bard Toombs. So you'll want to check that one out. It's Rowdy. Hey, we start out today by talking about last week's show when we want to know who asked if the Chiefs were done? Who questioned the Browns? Why, that's right, we did. That's why we love the NFL to be right and to be so wrong. That's why the NFL is truly number one. What a week, what a week. Where do we even begin? Where do some teams go from here? Is it the draft? Is it the playoffs? Playoffs? Well, who, what, when, and where? Uh, Try to sort some of them out, but some of the teams, it's just a big gobble gobble. Uh, Turkey lingo. But anyway, uh, we'll be checking that out on our show. Uh, a little note here this Thursday, Dave C., we will be participating in the Wheeler Mission 5K Turkey Trot in Indianapolis. Uh, then it's on home to absolutely stuff ourselves. Let's get to some NCAA football and let's cover the top 12. Coming at number 12 this week is Utah at 9-2. On Friday, they take on Kansas. On in number 11, it's BYU at 10-1. They take on UCF Saturday. Number 10, Alabama. Saturday, they take on Auburn. On number 9, Notre Dame takes on Stanford Saturday. Oklahoma takes on LSU Saturday. Number 7, Oregon takes on Washington Saturday. Number 6, Ole Miss takes on Mississippi State on Friday. Number 5, Texas Tech takes on West Virginia on Saturday. Number 4, Georgia takes on Georgia Tech on Friday. Number 3, Texas A&M on Friday takes on Texas. And number 2, Indiana takes on Purdue. And Ohio State no matter what the standings, no matter what the rankings, Ohio State takes on number 18 Michigan in Ann Arbor. Always a wild, wild affair. And that is your top 12 in NCAA football for the week. A lot of football coming your way all weekend long on the television. Check out your local listings to see where your game is at. We got some NBA trivia for you today. See if you can get these. We all know Dr. J, but what's his real name? What was Wilt Chamberlain's record for most points in a single game? Who was the first ever NBA player to score 2,000 points in a single season? Considered one of the greatest rebounders of all time, this player was known for his bad boy image and for being the All-Star MVP in 1991. How many personal fouls does a player get to be ejected from an NBA game? Who was the youngest player to reach 10,000 points in the regular season in the 20th century NBA? And how many seasons did Michael Jordan play with the Chicago Bulls before going back into the game with the Wizards? And we're going to have those answers for you in just a short time coming. And in the NCAA Sports Coaches Poll for basketball, coming in at number 10 is Gonzaga, number 9, Alabama, number 8, Florida, number 7, UConn, 6, Michigan, 5, Louisville, 4, Duke, 3, Arizona, 2, Houston, and with 23 first place votes, the number 1 team in college basketball for the week are the Purdue Boilermakers with 23 first place votes in the coaches poll. And those NBA answers for you. We all know Dr. J, but what was his real name? It was Julius Erving. What was Wilt Chamberlain's record for most points in a single game? 100. Who was the first ever NBA player to score 2,000 points in a single season? That would have been Yardley. Considered one of the greatest rebounders of all time, player was known for his bad boy image for being the All-Star MVP in 1991. That would have been Sir Charles Barkley. And that's not so terrible. How many personal fouls does a player get to be ejected from an NBA game? 6. Who was the youngest player to reach 10,000 points in the regular season of the 20th century NBA? That would have been Kobe Bryant. How many seasons did Michael Jordan play with the Chicago Bulls before going back into the game with the Wizards? That would have been 13 seasons. All right, if you are ready, let's get to the NFL. It was the Rams 34, Tampa Bay 7. We had Tampa Bay in that one. Stafford was 25 of 35 for 273, 3 TDs. Bridgewater was 8 of 15 for 62. All Rams here. Tampa Bay quarterback Baker Mayfield suffered a left shoulder sprain in the game and did not play the second half. He was to get an MRI on Monday. He was 9 of 19 before going down. This was a blowout, the third straight loss for Tampa Bay. It was the Chiefs 23, the Colts 20. We had the Colts in this one. Mahomes 29 of 46 for 352, 1 interception. Hunt 30 carries for 104 yards, 1 TD. And Rice 8 receptions for 141 yards. The Colts went to sleep in this one. Jones 19 of 31, 181, 2 TDs. Jonathan Taylor basically disappeared. 16 carries for 58 yards. We wonder if he might be starting to get banged up. Colts got 2 turnovers but still lose. The Chiefs were frequent visitors to the red zone. They've got to score when they get there. They need to work on that. Colts were penalized 83 yards. The Chiefs had the ball 17 minutes more than the Colts and had 41 more plays. Colts blew a 20-9 lead. It was the Cowboys 24 and the Eagles 21. We had the Eagles in that one. Prescott was 23 of 36 for 354, 2 TDs, 1 INT. Williams 20 carries, 87. Pickett's 9 receptions for 106 yards and 1 TD. On the Eagles end of the ball, Hurts was 27 of 39, 289, 1 TD. Hurts also had 7 carries for 33 yards. Barkley only had 10 carries for 22 yards. Brown 8 receptions for 110. Smith receptions for 89. Dallas scored 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Dallas shut down Barkley and completely shut down the Eagles' ground game. Dallas outgained the Eagles 473 to 339 yards. A great Cowboy comeback. It was the Falcons 24 and the Saints 10. We did have the Falcons. Cousins was 16 of 23, 199, 2 TDs, 1 INT. Robinson, 14 carries, 70 yards. And on the Saints, Slough, 30 of 43, 243, 1 INT. Also, Slough had 7 carries for 22 yards. Atlanta earned their first win in a month, keeping their dim hopes of something alive. It was the Texans 23, the Bills 19. We had the Bills. Mills was 16 of 30, 153, 2 TDs. Collins had 3 receptions for 55. Kirk had 5 receptions for 54 and 1 TD. On the Bills side, Allen 24 of 34, 253, and 2 interceptions. Cook 17 carries, 116 yards, and Sharker 8 receptions out of the air for 110. The Bills did themselves 0 favors this week in the loss. Allen had 2 INTs. On Allen's side, the playmakers are not getting open, and they're just not getting it done. It was the Seahawks 30, the Titans 24. We took the Seahawks in this one. Darnold 16 of 26, 244, 2 TDs. Walker 11 carries, 71 yards. And Smith-Njigba 8 receptions, 167 yards, and 2 TDs. On the Titans side, Ward was 28 of 42, 256, 1 INT. Seattle got the win in this one in a game that really didn't feel that close. It was the Packers 23, the Vikings 6. We took the Packers. McCarty 12 of 19, 87, 2 INTs. Love 14 of 21, 139. Wilson 28 carries for 107 yards and 2 TDs. The Packers D dominated in this one. McCarthy was just overmatched in this one, being sacked 5 times, and had just 87 yards passing and 2 fourth quarter interceptions. It was the Ravens 23, the Jets 10. Jackson was 13 of 23 for 153. Henry 21 carries, 64 yards. On the Jets side, Taylor 17 of 28, 222, and 1 TD, 1 INT. Trailer 7-3 at the half. The Ravens took over, and the rest was history in this one. The Ravens scored 14 points in one 6-minute span. It was the Lions 34, the Giants 24 in OT. Goff was 28 of 42, 279, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Gibbs 15 carries, 219, 2 TDs. A. St. Brown 9 receptions, 149, 1 TD. The Giants, Winston 18 and 36, 366, 2 TDs, 1 INT. Robinson 9 receptions, 156 yards and 1 TD. After the game, the Giants fired defensive coordinator Shane Bowen. The Giants D was the key reason New York lost games. New York has blown 5 fourth-quarter leads. It was the Pats 26, the Bengals 20. Maine 22 of 35, 294, 1 TD, 1 INT. Henderson 18 carries, 66 yards. Henry 7 receptions, 115 yards, and a TD. Flacco was 19 of 37, 183, 1 TD, 1 INT. Brown 19 carries, 107 yards. The Pats have won 9 straight. They've won on the road. But the Pats could possibly lose 2 rookie starters to injuries, but also part of their overall offensive line. So injuries start to mount up for all teams across the NFL. Yes, hell has frozen over. The Browns started Sanders. Dion was there for one bright day. There was light up above. The Browns won 24-10. Now back to earth. The Browns finally started Sanders. It was not perfect, but at least exciting. Sanders hit on a long one. Sanders was 11-20, 209, 1 TD, 1 interception. Judkins 16 carries, 47 yards, 2 TDs. Smith was 30-44, 285, 1 TD. Myles Garrett had 3 more sacks, pushing his league-leading and record-setting totals to 18. It was the Jags 27, Arizona 24 in OT. Lawrence was, and we did have the Jags in that one. It was Lawrence 18 of 30, 256, 3 TDs, 3 INTs. And Strange had 5 receptions for 93 yards. On Arizona's side, Brissett was 33 of 49, 317, 1 TD. Wilson 10 receptions, 118 yards. Another disappointing loss for Arizona. The Gannon team is going in the wrong direction. No running game. They got 4 turnovers and still lose. Enough said on that. And on Monday Night Football, it was the 49ers 20, the Panthers 9. Young was 18 of 29, 169, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. For the 49ers, Purdy was 23 of 32, 193. He had 3 interceptions. McCaffrey, 24 carries, 89 yards, and 1 TD. Kittle, 6 receptions for 78. The Panthers scored only 3 interceptions. The Panthers consistency's all over, and Panthers are in some trouble. And that wraps up your NFL games for the week. And in your standings, in the NFC North, the Bears at 8-3, the Packers 7-3, the Lions at 7-4. Great one going there. In the NFC South, Tampa Bay falls to 6-5. The Panthers at 6-6. In the NFC East, Eagles 8-3. Cowboys trying to make room here at 5-5. The NFC West, Rams 9-2, Seahawks 8-3, and the 49ers 8-4. Moving over to the AFC, the AFC North, 5. The Steelers fall to 6-5. Here come the Ravens. AFC South, Colts dropped to 8-3. Jags to 7-4. And the Texans 6-5. In the AFC East, the Pats at 10-2 continue to roll. The Bills dropped to 7-4. AFC West, the Broncos 9-2. Chargers 7-4. And the Chiefs coming up at 6-5. And we don't know what we did. We don't know what happened to them. We can't find them. So we're just gonna clap instead of clack. And here they are, the Week 13 picks. Oh, for the previous week, we were at 50%, so we're going to drop down to about 50.5 for the year. Okay, we're going to take the Packers over the Lions on Thursday, the Chiefs over the Cowboys on Thursday, and the Ravens over the Bengals on Thursday. On Friday, we're taking the Eagles over the Bears. We're taking the Saints over the Dolphins on Sunday, Colts over the Texans, Falcons over the Jets, 49ers over the Browns. It was fun, Browns, while it lasted. The Rams over the Panthers, Jags over the Titans, Arizona over the we're taking Arizona. We're taking Seattle over the Vikings. We're taking the Bills over the Steelers, Chargers over the Raiders, Broncos over the Commanders, and on Monday night, we're taking the Pats over the Giants. So see how you do, see how we did, see how you compare. Remember, these picks are for entertainment purposes only. We don't use point spreads. These are strictly picks. If you do gamble, please gamble responsibly. Now, on a final note and a final beverage, we hope you have a safe, enjoyable travel time over Thanksgiving. Please make sure when you're driving, you pretty much have to have your head on a swivel. Defensive driving, watch where you're going. Please don't drink and drive. Celebrate all you want. Have a driver with you. Don't not come home to or from Thanksgiving. Your loved ones need you. This is Dave C. wishing everyone the best over Thanksgiving and going into the holidays. We are going to go ahead and start our Thanksgiving week and get it going. So we are out. Everyone, have a great week, and we'll talk to you next time.